If you bought a PlayStation 5 Pro and you're happy, who cares what anyone else has to say? After playing multiple PS5 Pro enhanced titles and, looking at the quality, I'm playing on a QD OLED screen. The PS5 Pro does look good, but does it look so much better than the PS5 that you should go and upgrade or update? That's a tough sell for anyone. For someone who doesn't have a console, even then it's still a tough sell because you could get a better deal going with a, PS5 Slim or original PS5. Neither here nor there, right? The reality comes to this. Digital Foundry did a comparison, basically PS5 Pro versus PC, same game, Alan Wake 2, and they lined up side by side, and they literally had to nerf the 4070, which is the rumored GPU that this PS5 Pro is equivalent to, which is absolutely not. They even had to nerf a RTX 3070, and this is at 800 something p. This is not 1080p, 1440p, or 4K by far. They had to bring it down to, I think it was like 864p or something like that in order for it to match. And they had to go to an even older graphics card than the 3070, which just goes to show how inferior from a hardware perspective the PS5 Pro is in comparison to PC GPUs. That's just the reality. As someone who's a PC gamer, I'm just bringing this up for a reality check. This is one of the reality checks I had when I switched into PC gaming, was realizing that the hardware, the GPU, the graphics overall, and what you're actually seeing is what you are actually seeing. And that there's a lot of fluff in the whole 4K 120 with the PS5 and definitely with the PS5 Pro and so forth. And there's a lot of upscaling in AI. Yes, those things exist on PC, but they're just there for if you want to get more. You don't have to use them. You can run everything native. But the fact that they had to bring it down to 800 and something p in order to match the graphical quality says a lot. And this is the cap that I've always this is like the wool over the eyes. This is the essence of the placebo that everyone has. They tell you PS5, you're playing at 4K 120 is the, when you're not. You don't even have a counter. There's like, and anytime frame rates are counted, we see the reality. Even for 4K 60, it's not staying consistent, and so forth. So what's the 120? It's a definitely lower grade resolution, as I showed you guys on the screen, being upscaled. We have fidelity, which favors resolution over frame rates. We're definitely going to play that. That's the whole point. People are raving about this is even worth it. Now look at this. This is the reality of the PS5 Pro. In Pro mode, you're rendered at 1440p. Obviously, it's up resonant to 4K. In performance mode, you're at 1440p, up resonant to 4K. And that's the only way you could get 60 FPS is to do performance. And basically, you're taking a lower scale resolution in favor of upscaling, in favor of frame rates. That's how this all works. But with that being said, this happens in gaming PC builds. This is something that's used to drive higher frame rates at lower res, but still playing on a larger res panel, which is basically what the PS5, PS5 Slim, and PS5 Pro absolutely are. They don't have superior GPUs. They don't have equivalent GPUs to PC gaming. Now, PC gamers, okay, let's step out of the conversation, right? PS5, people are always wondering, why do PC gamers have something to say? Before I excuse all of the PC gamers and get to just talking in a console bubble, PC gamers step in because they have seen the light. They've stepped outside of the walled garden and they understand what's really going on and what real true resolution is and what real true graphical quality and performance actually is. Look at the size of a 4080, a 4090, a 4060, 4070 for that matter in comparison to the PS5 or PS5 Pro. Nothing of that size or stature could fit within this machine. So how is it in any way equivalent? It's not. Harsh reality. But in a console bubble, console players, does it look good? Yes. Is it so much better that it's worth an upgrade? That's a tough sell. But performance, getting a smoother performance out of this, is going to be better on a PS5 Pro. Is it warranted in that price point? That's a tough call, especially if you can honestly build a PC that's far more capable and going to give you greater results in gameplay. That's why PC gamers, I think, has such a strong rise up and seeing that price point and knowing the reality when you step outside of console gaming. Now, console gaming is for many people. Many people prefer it, and that's okay. Let me say this, though. If you bought a PlayStation 5 Pro and you're happy, who cares what anyone else has to say? Who cares if they say that you got ripped off or scammed, right? You're happy. If you're off of a placebo effect and you're happy, then hey, I let the person have the placebo effect in thinking that it's so much better. Yes, it's probably running a tad bit smoother, but it's not hitting any of the, claimed performance benchmarks that, everything is marketed upon. It may hit it here and there, but let's be real. It's just, But again, if you're happy, then be happy. Here's my thing. Do not stretch your budget. Do not break the bank. Do not run yourself into debt just trying to get this, thinking that you're missing out on something that's non-existent. Thinking that someone's having so much better of a gaming experience because they got the PS5 Pro versus your PS5 or PS5 Slim. Man, if only you knew the truth, right? PlayStation markets these devices extremely well. For the people who don't know any better, they can sell you anything because you don't know any better. And hey, is it their fault that you don't know any better, or is it your fault? I don't know. Problem is really the price point and price per value, cost per value, performance per value, graphics per value. You know what I'm saying? But outside of all of that and the reality of everything, it is a decent console for those who enjoy console gameplay. I just think that, Sony or PlayStation may have put a battery in your back, an unnecessary one. They may have given you unnecessary expectations, unnecessary beliefs, unnecessary truths. And that's why PC gamers are like, whoa. Yo, you guys are talking a little crazy. But from an overall just gaming and fun perspective, everyone's gaming, everyone's having fun, whether you're on a PS5, PS5 Slim, or a PS5 Pro, or a PC gaming console build. Everyone's having fun, right? That's the essence of everything, or like that's what we should be focused on, is having fun. I don't really agree with a brand just having a super 100% stronghold and monopoly and being able to drive the narrative whichever way they choose, and having the consumers being misled. I appreciate platforms like Digital Foundry to just speak truth, and shout out to Sony for even sending their devices to them and allowing them to do what it is that they do, right? I don't think this is going to stop or detour Sony PlayStation enthusiasts from purchasing the PS5 Pro. It may or may not. I don't know if this is going to get console gamers to explore PC gaming more. I've seen the conversation evolve here, and this is why I wanted to get into this whole talk, because I love the fact that now console gamers are discussing PC gaming, and it's kind of being discussed in the same realm as of late. It's just it's a cool thing. It's a educational thing. Like, once you learn about GPUs, CPUs, the combination of different components and the performance and graphical results that it can yield, if you're willing to go down this rabbit hole, right? It's cool. But for those of you who don't care for all that, you know what I mean? You're busy, you work, you just want to come home, flip on the console and game, and you want one of the best or the, rated best consoles on the market to do it. Touche. Do it. Enjoy it. Just don't break the bank to do it. That's all I got to say. You can get a PS5 Slim and be just as good as having a PS5 Pro. Of course, going forward, Grand Theft Auto 6, that's a big title that a lot of people are wondering, do you get I got my PS5 Pro in-house. I'm going to be playing Grand Theft Auto 6 when it releases. But I could have done that on my PS5, and I think I would have been fine. Obviously, there are going to be some slight, improvements or advantages to having a PS5 Pro, but, value. Is it the value? You know what I mean? That's the big determining factor. So again, if you got a PlayStation 5 Pro, if you want a PlayStation 5 Pro, you can afford a PlayStation 5 Pro, and you don't mind the truths of the PlayStation 5 Pro, then enjoy and buy and live with your PlayStation 5 Pro. I personally am more geared towards PC gaming. Actually, this re-sparked my joy for console gaming. So the console is staying on the gaming setup. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a meshed gaming experience for me. Gaming PC when I want that and when I need that, and then console gameplay when I want that and I just can't appreciate it. You know, I've always had my first impressions of this thing when it was announced as being cap, and I still stand on that. There is a lot of cap. There's some truth to it, and there's some warrants, but in all reality, it's a lot of cap. Console gaming has a lot of cap in it, but here's the reality. It looks good, it plays well, and you're going to have fun. So have fun.